Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Glad to have you with us in Evanston, Illinois. Ryan Field, home of the Northwestern Wildcats. As we'll see the number 21 team in the country, the UTEP Miners, taking on last year's national champions, the Northwestern Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Finds his man. It's Terrell. He'll get it across the 30-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 32 as this offense is trying to do some work. And the Wildcats in a good spot here with second and short. Hand off from the shotgun. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Motion from the wideout. They'll try to run for it. Across the 45. Still running at the 40. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line. They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. Hands it off on the counter. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
QBs, when they see these zone coverages, man, some of them panic. Some of them throw it too quickly and can make bad decisions. I like how he waited a little bit, waited for the right window, the right opportunity.
Sneaks it in.
And they talked about it this week with us. They talked about wanting to start this football game fast. Nothing like taking the opening possession, using your script to your advantage, and then getting closer and exerting your physicality, running the football in, off to a hot start for this offense.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he's not going to take the touchback. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
Fires to the big fella. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Going to throw it over the top of the knee. Pulls it in on the left. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
The Miners come to the line with a new set of downs. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Slithers into space. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
The give to the tailback. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on second, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on third.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Handoff from the gun. Down and more. At the 45 on his way. Wide open spaces. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then it shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the Mountain West. Fresno State is down, but they are not out of it. Not there inside Bulldog Stadium, one of the more enjoyable places to watch a game in all of college football. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Utah State.
Wasting no time throwing on this drive.
We've got our finger on the pulse of everything in the Mountain West and all around college football. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. Release to the back. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Need 10 yards on this 3rd down, and they're backed up inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the marker, it's Hope. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
3rd down, the focus of the defense has to shift. It has to change. We have to understand now exactly where the sticks are. We can't give up those plays for them to get beyond the sticks and get those first downs.
And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
In college football, you see this a ton now. They'll use a quick passing game, basically as the running game. Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, keeps it on pace for success.
As they come to the line on 3rd and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. Got his man quickly. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter.
I love running the angle route, whether it's on 1st down, 2nd down, 3rd round. It's a really good route. It's a safe route. Just takes a little bit of timing over the middle of the field. But, hey, again, getting it to a playmaker in space, always winning.
Guys, we've come to the end of the period, and Northwestern has the lead here. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. They'll give it to the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Quick completion on the out. And a nice grab there. Big pickup down to the 35-yard line.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
Man, this is an unbelievable start for this defender in this game, guy. That's already his 2nd PD in this game. Playing with his eyes, he's breaking on the ball. You just can't start a game any better.
They were really starting to put a drive together. After a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. Lost to throw again. Got his man downfield. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the 1st down.
First job for the QB a lot of times. Look at those safeties. Is it man or is it zone? Nice job. You could tell right away. He saw it was zone, understood where to go with the football, and that's why this offense had a positive gain right away.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I think
Beck's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Miners. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And listen, if I have a playmaker and running back like that with that kind of speed, yeah, I'm going to throw the swing to him too. He drops back, surveys the field. He says, I know my guy can make a play, gets the ball in his hands right now on the swing. He does the rest, gets in for the touchdown.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run. You think, Jesse, maybe give it to him again? Or do you say, hey, keep it, throw that thing out there?
I think you keep it on the ground, David. Honestly, I was watching the offensive line. They were fired up after that long touchdown run. You know they just want to go back out there again and get some push.
Unloads to the right. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
That's a miss as an OC. He's coming to the sidelines and listen, that's not a great throw. We got to take something off of it. But we also can't miss inside. So it's a tough dynamic when you're throwing that out route. But either way, quarterback, wide receiver, they have to do a better job being on the same page.
Another incompletion on third down.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. Third down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. UTEP has the ball, the offense ready to go back to work. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Right on the money. Turning it on. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, first and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Looking to throw on first down. Working that left side now. What a tough-minded, hard-edged run. He gets it to the 24.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Going to take a shot on second and short. He'll throw it. It's complete to the right. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. I don't think he was the primary receiver on the play, but when you get that open, you become the primary target.
You ain't lying. And a great job. Credit to the quarterback seeing it because you have your primary guy you want to go.
And he will take it in. Touchdown, UTEP.
And I like this offense. They didn't panic. A lot of times you see offenses panic and want to get back in it when they're down really quickly, and they force the issue. They stayed patient. They stayed within themselves, and we're an extra point away from being a tied football game.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25. Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. Didn't get anything done. 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Quick completion on the out route. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback get going.
He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Use the play fake, now to throw. On the move to his left. Breaks into the open. Headed to the end zone, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, UTEP!
Great decision by the quarterback, and there's a danger on defense. When you play man coverage against this guy, when you've got DBs and their backs are turned to the QB, if you're not careful, he'll just tuck it and run and take off, and by the time all those DBs and defenders had turned around, it was way too late. He was gone.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own, a chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Got his man on the right. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half, and the referee signals for the 2-minute timeout. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Off the play fake. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Got some room to run. Touchdown, Miners! What a play! Not only the interception, but the great return for the score. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the wideout. Snagged on the outside. It's Breeze. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down.
There's got to be a sense of urgency for this offense right now. They're trailing. They're going to be kicking off to open the second half. So they need points. They need to go tempo. Maybe that last first down gets them a little bit of confidence.
Complete to the right. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Rush is on him. Wide open downfield.
A1 go route. A guy just running straight down the field. You need your DBs to get to that football and swat that thing away. You give up too many more of those, you don't got a shot at winning this game.
He's got him. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Wildcats can really attack on this second and short. Looking to fire. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. Looking to throw for it. Gets it out quickly. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Now he's going to break the pocket. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on third down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it first and goal. One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
And a golden opportunity slips away from the defense there. That's one he'd love to have back. He knows he should have come away with the interception there in the red zone.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. To the air on second down. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats! Fitted in the window for the score.
That's a huge play for the offense because it keeps this thing one possession. They're going to be receiving first in the third quarter, and if they can keep this thing moving, all of a sudden they may have the lead here very soon.
And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Northwestern about to boot it away to open the second half. From inside the 15, here comes the return. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. UTEP has the ball, and the Miner offense ready to go to work. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
Flips it out to the back. Oh, he's got some space. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job of it.
Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Still looking on the move. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Unfortunate with that incompletion. The quarterback and his intended target not on the same page.
Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on third down from the 43. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on third down. And the Miners will line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. A low line drive and short kick. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. They'll run it from the gun. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. Into the secondary on the right. Bust through behind his pad. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
With the run on first and goal. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. Starts to scramble to the left. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
Well, he tried everything he could that time just to not take a negative play. He didn't get sacked. It was a great job avoiding that. He's just able to...
3rd and goal, they'll throw it. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Man, they just couldn't find a hole. Down in the red zone, the field shrinks. So much harder to complete those passes. But 4th and short. Now, decision time, baby.
It'll be 4th and goal, and it'll be a tough one. Quarterback making checks. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Northwestern! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And that's what I love about empty sets and formations on offense, is that when you spread the defense out, you create bigger lanes to throw into. You saw it right there.
And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the 3rd quarter. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Louisiana is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Jake Delhomme and Brian Mitchell, this has not been a blowout today in Lafayette. They're up by 4 over Arkansas State. We'll keep you updated on things in a game that could alter the balance of power in the Sun Belt. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Off-play action on 1st down. Looking for a huge play. Snags it on the right. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. Pick off again. He's now thrown 20 interceptions. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. They evened things up the last time they had it, and the defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. Catch in the middle, it's Terrell. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the 1st down before they finally get him on the ground. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. They go to the ground. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. A shot toward the end zone. This is picked off in the end zone, but the officials are saying he was out of bounds. Just an incomplete pass and a huge break for the offense.
And this defense is dialed in. This is fun to watch. The pass defense all being on a string, understanding their responsibilities, almost had another interception there. They are hunting the football.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch. It's Terrell. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Love the coverage on defense there. Fourth down. They were ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
There he goes.
You know, you better form tackle better on defense. You had a chance to make a big play, miss the running back, and as a result, he's getting positive yards. Defense has to do a better job of finishing.
The Miners just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. To the air on first down. Under fire. Punts it out of the air. Tackle is made, but how about the toughness with this junior just standing in the fire and delivering the ball?
Man, it's nice having a QB that is going to hang in there. You can tell, hanging in there, he knows he's going to get hit, right? If I'm going to get hit, I might as well make a completion. Great job hanging in there, throwing the football on target and getting the completion.
Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lick. If you like old school running games, this has been the game for you and a couple of guys who starred through the first three periods. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the fourth. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Trying to hit the sideline on the right. Inside the 10-yard line, it's shoved out of bounds at the 9.
This is a hard defense to run to the outside against because of their speed. You saw in that last play their ability to go sideline to sideline, win at the point of attack as they shut down that sweep.
Yeah, and it's also hard when you get the red because what do we do on defense? We bring in all the big bodies, so there's not a lot of space in there to run. I like getting the ball in the perimeter. You toss it out there, you run it back. He gets out there faster. Got a positive game. Still a couple plays here left, too.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. From the gun, wants to pass. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
After that incompletion, it's now 4th and short in the red zone. Decision time if you're the head coach. You just take the field goal, or do you keep your offense on the field looking to get 6?
So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. The field goal is no good. And in the final quarter of regulation, we remain tied. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. The lone back's got it. Gets it past the marker. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your dude.
Off the play fake on first down. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot. Get him the football, let him make plays.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And after having a nice game like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on second down, on third, you won't have that long to go.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side.
Well, the offense is in that fringe area. This is a place where a lot of coordinators like to take shots. They tried one there, just weren't able to come up with it.
If they tried the field goal from here, it would be 53 yards. They'd love to help the kicker out on third down. Power football with the run. Turning it on! They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
I love the play called running the football here in the fourth quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. Just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Unloads to the wideout. Touchdown, Northwestern. And they've moved out front here in the fourth. That's his third touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
And the point after is good. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. From inside the 20, chance for great field position. They put the brakes on him, but a good return out to the 36. UTEP has the ball, the offense, ready to go back to work. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot. Now let's see if they can pull this one out. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating the loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
He's got his man. He snagged him, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Good timing on the quick out. There to make the stop, but they use the back in the passing game and pick up the first down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Moving away from pressure. They get to him as he throws.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB's scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. The throw. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48.
Turnover margin always goes such a long way in deciding who wins the football game. Interception number 3, that is no bueno. Got to take care of the football. Can't keep getting your defense in a bad position, putting them on the field time and time again.
Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
Hauls it in. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And this situation here on second down is the exact situation this offense wanted to stay out of. You got the lead late in the ball game. You want to get positive yards, keep that clock ticking. Now in a situation, it's interesting. Do they want to throw the football? How much do they trust their quarterback not to make a mistake here late in the football game with the lead?
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. And the pass is incomplete. Jarred loose by the hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out.
Deep shot for the end zone. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Oftentimes as a quarterback, when you have success early, you earn the right to take more shots. And I think that's what you're seeing now in this game. We're here late. They're still throwing it deep because this quarterback's thrown 3 touchdown passes. He's proven to his coach that he can get it done and he can make the right decisions and not put his offense in harm's way. And that's why you're still seeing them throw it vertically downfield.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some...
Lofts one high and deep. Catch inside the 30 and still running. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26. Looking downfield on 1st down. He's got his man, makes the grab. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down.
In this offense, they got another positive gain, but I think they're going to have to start pushing the ball down the field a little bit. Got to make some plays. That clock is not your friend. You got to speed up, maybe work the middle of the field a little bit, but make sure we get 1st downs, and the rest of the time work the sidelines.
And he gets out of bounds to stop the clock. They've got a 1st down. They're in plus territory, and they've got a chance to win the game. And the Miners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback.
We've seen this defense make plays time and time again in this game. They may have just sealed it with that takeaway.
First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Going right to work up top. Quickly complete. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Making side adjustments here. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got a man. It's terrible. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. Timeout called by the defense. 27 seconds to go. They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on fourth down. Makes the grab. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the fourth quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at. And I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're a really good squad.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.